And do you want to let AJ do her section?
That's next, but I want to see first
Okay.
if there's anything here that is sort of like, I don't know what you meant by that, or I wouldn't know how to implement that, or anything at all. You good? All right. So, and I was so pleased for our August home office meeting that AJ had come. Somebody else came. Who else? Ursula was there. Ursula was there too. I'm so thrilled. Next home office meeting, you're doing the calendar for September. September the 26th, I believe, I'm checking.
Very beneficial, ladies. If you can go, go. I have been with the company almost 3 years. It was my first time. I won't miss another one when I'm here.
Okay, 28th, September 28th. We start at 9, we're done at 11:30. 28. Yeah, I know, I said 26. Wrong. October is 26. October is 26.
So October is 26th?
September 28th, October 26th. 2.5 hours. People from all different organizations, so you meet a lot of very interesting people. 9 o'clock until 11:30.
And it doesn't feel like you're in there for 2.5 hours.
Thank you for that, AJ.
Do you know your November date?
I don't.
Not yet. Okay.
No, but thank you for asking. So it's a real good opportunity for you to bring guests along with you. I mean, I encourage you, fill up your car with people that you would like to have learn about the Touchstone business opportunity. The reason I say that is at the home office. You think about it. Who here has been to the home office? Okay, a number of you, but not even half. You walk in, and in the lobby, there is this wall of waterfall with crystal all behind it and the light shining down on it. You go like, oh my God.
The big crystal chandelier that changes color.
Oh.
The first time I went in there, the guy behind the security gentleman behind the desk goes, "What's your favorite color?" And I said, "Red." He goes, "Hold on." Red.
Yeah.
I was like, what else can you do?
What else can you do?
You know, but it's amazing and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous.
And then you walk in, and there's gorgeous Swarovski crystal, everything, everywhere. Your guests will be so impressed because, of course, they have no idea that that whole building isn't Touchstone crystal. You're taking them to the Touchstone home office. We are certainly one floor of that, but it is the U.S. headquarters for Swarovski. So, I mean, they're like, woo, when they walk in there. And we start every meeting with a Fast 15. So, and I'm not above bribery. Anybody who decides that they will join that day, we give a little gift to as a thank you gift for coming and joining right away. So, come. Bring people. And it doesn't have to be people you know are interested. Just invite people to come along with you. Bring guests. Okay, that was my plug for
We have a guest here today.
28th. You have a guest here today.
Darlene does, of course.
Oh, welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Ashley.
Ashley, why did you decide to come today?
I'm a mother who's single. I'm a personal banker and I have switched jobs due to taking care of her 6 days a week. And I actually fell in love with these earrings.
Those earrings, good.
And I kind of just wanted to start, as you can see, and wearing my little Kohl's necklace, and those brought it out a little bit so if people are interested with their money, I should also dazzle myself up.
I love it. Good. Ashley, thank you for being
You're
here.
welcome.
We hope you decide to join us. And who's got the swan on?
I have my black swan.
Okay, can we turn so she can see the swan? When you join us, we have an absolutely foolproof system for getting started. And when you work with your sponsor, and that will be Steph, right? And then Darlene, and you go ahead and get yourself your initial bookings within your first 10 days, the company sends you a beautiful swan, which is a symbol to everybody that you started your business well. Okay? Thank you. Come on the 28th and bring a car full. Okay, so I started that out by saying AJ was with us in August, but I was kind of just like surfing around to figure out what are the ideas you're using that are working so well. And if you would share some of that, boy, we would appreciate it.
All right, so we picked 5 that I'm gonna share today, guys. I, first of all, do not use order forms. I know some of you are gonna be shocked over that, but I don't. I'm a tree hugger. I like saving paper. So I use the customer care cards that are right on Glam Central. There's 4 on one piece of paper. I actually just redid them, and I should have printed some out. I'll pass them around so you guys can look at them. I redid my own, and I call them customer order cards now. And they're more like the order form, where the questions are on there, the check boxes and all of that. So I'm not missing anything. It's everything that's on the order form. So these are the ones that are on there already on Glam Central. Just everybody can check them
And
out.
you'll just post them on the
Yeah,
Chasey's
and
Touchdown
these are the
page.
ones that I made. Probably needs to be cleaned up a little, give this to someone like Meredith who works magic, make it look prettier. But anyway, so I use those cards, saves paper. I also enter everything right at my party. So I've got my computer set up, everything goes in. When I leave my party, I'm done. I'm about definitely saving time. I don't wanna go home. I know some people like to go home and have a glass of wine and enter their parties, which is fine. But it didn't work for me. I tried it that way, it just didn't work.
So what do you give your customer as a receipt?
They get it emailed. Everybody gets an emailed receipt. So
What if they don't have email?
Are we allowed to ask questions?
they usually do, absolutely, ask questions. We can,
That's so sad.
yeah.
Yeah, well, let's let you get.
All right,
through
let me
it
get
first.
through and then we'll do all questions, so write them down. So it also works with our host coaching, so it starts right away. I have at the bottom of the sheet that I made, which before I just had them flip it over and write their wish list. So now they have their wish list already created. I have them bring that up to me, and when they're ready to order, they pick out what they want. We talk about if you spend 100, you can take 30% off this piece, and then the rest is their wish list that I'm gonna use as their, all right, have your own party, or join my team, and that's how I work their wish list, depending on what they have. I also, once they book a party with me, I use that same sheet, and I have them jot down the guests at that party that are gonna be invited to their party. So they already have a guest list started. So I kind of use it for a lot of different things. That's the customer care cards. My introduction, I just switched some things up. And Lynn, I apologize, I don't remember where I learned things. I need to start writing them down. I probably learned a lot of it at your meeting.
Don't you worry about a thing. As long as you learned it, I don't
Listen,
worry.
I'm constantly stealing things from people, so. But my introduction, I use these cards, and I hope everybody in this room uses them. These cards are magic. I really don't remember things. So I need these. I glance at them quite a bit during my show. I've been doing this for almost 3 years. I still use them. But I don't forget anything when I use them. Plus, we're duplicatable. Everybody can do this. So my introduction, I recently changed, and I don't remember if I learned it at your meeting or not, to treat every single party as a tell me more. So I've started my introduction. It is only added about a minute to my introduction, not even a minute. I hit the bullet points of the Fast 15.
Just do it, just do it.
All right, so I just say, when I do my introduction, hi, I'm AJ Silvestri. If you haven't met me yet, I'm lucky enough to work for Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. Lucky me, this is actually my job. I party with fabulous women, and sometimes I even get to drink some wine. So why did I say yes to Touchstone Crystal? Respected Swarovski brand, affordable product line, generous career plan, rewarding host program, helpful training and support, life-changing. It's been very life-changing for me. Financial stability, freedom, flexibility, fun. I've made lifetime friends, built my confidence, and I've taken a few really cool vacations. And I leave it at that, and we go more into it during the Q&A. So I've recently changed that, and I have probably 4 or 5 potential consultants because of changing that. So don't remember where I heard it, but it was key. What's that?
You're gonna put that on Tracy's site as well?
Sure.
So we
Sure, I can do a little
You can take
recap.
the sparkle brochure and put it in your works, because it's
Yeah,
your introduction.
absolutely,
right?
and it's all right there.
So you wanna take it from your sparkle brochure,
Yep.
Everything that she just said are
Is
the
there.
highlighted
They're the
points in
bullets.
the Sparkle brochure.
Yep, they're all the bullets. During Dress the Guest, I recently changed this. 8 pieces from the brand new September kit I put on my Dress the Guest. So work it out. You guys know how to dress the guest. If you don't, I'll tell you exactly. Yeah?
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, do
So
it.
this is what I do for Dress the Guest. Come on up, Leanne. I'm not gonna go through talking about all the pieces because that's gonna just take too much time. But I use the Chanel and I throw in a black one now. Like I said, this is brand new. The converter, I'm just gonna have you put it on yourself. And put it on as a,
I was gonna be your new
I know.
sponsor.
just do it. All right, put it on as a choker. Actually, no, do it as long, because I do the choker and I do the statement piece. We all know how to do that, right? Anybody not know how to do it? Because we'll do it really quick.
You've got a guest in the room.
Ashley
Yeah,
doesn't know how
okay.
to do it.
All right, so we're gonna do the choker. Leanne knows how to do it, so there you go. Ta-da! With the and one of the Chanel's and the converter in the kit. So
Why
then
are the Chanel's so special?
because they were made for Coco Chanel. I like I said, I could do. I mean,
I want you to dress your guest,
Okay.
do it.
okay.
Don't say I
Okay.
do this, just do
All right,
it.
perfect. Ready? You got that. I wasn't prepared to do this, so give me a second.
Yes, you are.
I really
Yes, you
wasn't.
are, you do it all
It's
the
okay, I
time.
got it. All right, so we do that. I do one of these, and I love this piece, okay? The fringe, because it has our slide, so you can make it any length you want it. Okay, and that's what everybody does. They all go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then I put the pave ball.
Do I get to take these home?
You put everyone's hand.
Your order will be here within a couple of days.
Exactly. All right, so then we put the pave ball on. All right, so we have the layered look. This beautiful layered look is in. This is stylish. You definitely wore the wrong. What do you have on for a wrist?
It's a little
warmer?
bit stylish.
Let me have a naked wrist.
Fabulous.
All right, a wrap star. These come in lots of different colors, ladies. And they're just so cool. We're gonna create a little wrist party here. Okay, so I have a wrap star. I'm gonna do a stretchy, which are great because they don't snag on any clothing. And I'm gonna put on a nice bracelet. These are one of our most popular pieces. Thank you. Miss Oprah Winfrey actually made these popular by putting them in her Christmas magazine last year and naming them one of the best gifts of Christmas. And I always like to go, so you get a nice bracelet, you get a nice bracelet. All right, lost track. Normally I have this all laid out a little different. It's okay, I got this. Okay, so I also put a little ring on, a little, you know, of course, the $29 ring that everybody loves to order.
Curled
These
up.
babies, curled up, yes, curled up ring. Our Millionaire Club studs, which are part of our little black dress collection. Pure brilliant Swarovski crystal. It is the closest thing to diamond that we sell. Sparkles like a diamond without that diamond price. So I think that is it. Did I get every piece on you? Let me just double check it really quick. Because I literally just changed this to have all of them. Yep, Rap Star. Millionaire Club. Okay, so 4 ways that you can get this look, ladies. 1, you can run for the door. I'm gonna catch you because I'm a runner. I'm gonna get you. 2, you can take out your checkbooks, your cash, your credit cards, because I take all of that. 3, you can host a girls' night of your own because my hostesses are getting an average of this amount of jewelry at every single party. But the best, very best way to get this would be to join my team because 8 of these pieces are in our kit right now. Our kit is only $139. So that's a lot of jewelry. So what do you think? Sure. We're gonna talk. All right, so take all of it off, put it where it goes. So that's my dress the guest, how I changed it up a little bit. I always did the offer 3 ways. I added that 4th way, the most important way. Why wasn't I showing people that this is what they can get in their business kit?
Please notice she said business kit.
And that I did learn from Lyn.
Okay, please, tell them why.
Yeah, because what were we calling it? I don't remember what we were calling it before. A starter kit. Yeah, it's not a starter kit, it's a business kit. If people are gonna take it more seriously, it is a business. Yeah.
Okay, so AJ, how do you answer? can I just buy the kit?
Yeah.
Honestly, I gotta tell you that, knock on wood, nobody's ever asked me that question.
I'm asking.
And I hope that they never do, because I don't wanna say, no. But no, I actually would say, you know, it is not recommended. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you want to have a party, at least one party, and earn the money back on your kit and then some? I have them answer that, but I've never had, I don't want anybody to ever ask me that.
Will it throw you off if
I've
we
been
discuss that
asked
a little
twice
bit?
already.
We do what?
If we discuss that a little bit,
Yeah,
will it throw you off?
Go for it.
Okay.
So can I just give
Go
my,
for it,
I'm
Tracy.
gonna give my 2 cents.
It's awkward.
So I've had that happen recently. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So I've had that happen recently, and I have really practiced my response to that. And so this is how it looks. Say me. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to ask a question? Can I just buy the kit?
Well, silly girl, I'm not gonna charge you for all that jewelry. You're called a hostess. You're gonna have a show and get all the pieces that you want for free, not the ones the home office lets you take in your business kit.
Say that again. One more time.
Do it again, nice and loud, out to the audience. Silly girl.
Silly girl.
Silly girl, I'm not gonna charge you for all that jewelry. You're gonna get it free. You're called a hostess. You're gonna be able to have your own show and get to pick the pieces that you want, not the ones that are selected by the home office.
So in other words, you're gearing her away from
Yeah,
that,
if you're
like,
just-
no, it's not for you, you're a hostess.
We don't sell starter kits.
Right.
We don't just sell
Right.
business kits. We sell the opportunity to own, operate, and
I
run
like
our
that.
own business.
Perfect.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Well, I was just gonna say, I thought of that, well, at my sister's, and I was thinking that half of the jewelry I didn't want. So like if the necklace and the earrings and everything I wanted it, I probably would have asked, because it's cheaper than the necklace I actually bought, but.
I know, people do, I see
But
the
here's
wheels
the
going.
thing,
I just want everyone
I
to
want these other
understand.
5 pieces, so.
I want people to understand what happens when we sell the starter kit, the business kit to people, when we just sell that, you are taking money out of every single one of your pockets. Because though that business kit is discounted so that we can offer the opportunity at a low price. So if we're just selling those and letting our friends buy the starter kit, you're taking money out of all your friends' pockets.
And you're taking bookings away
Yes.
that could have been yours. Because now, her friends are going to say, oh no, I can't book with you, my friend is a Touchstone consultant.
And then she's
your
not gonna
friend,
have a
her
party.
friend never intended to hold parties or anything, but now her friends can go, oh no, not me, because she is a consultant. Okay, that's why you don't wanna do that.
All right, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
I'm good.
so, booking offer, we all do a booking offer, so when I do my booking offer, this is definitely from Lyn. I do the sparkle dates, my open sparkle dates, and I couldn't find the official one, so I made my own.
That's great.
I found yours, but the sparkle date
Yeah,
one, I
right,
couldn't
right.
find anywhere. So when I do my booking game, if they open up their cookie, I'm using the cookies now. If they open up their cookie and it is, and it's to book their own girls' night, I literally hand them this immediately and say pencil your name, and I hand that to them. Is that the official one? And then we'll talk about it after. So I'm having them immediately. I got 3 bookings my last party, because what happens? They sit, they listen to the rest of my show, and then it comes to checkout time and they're like rushing to get out or whatever.
So once they open the cookie with the party, you
Yep,
hand them.
I hand it right away.
Yeah.
And it's been a game changer for me. I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of parties since I changed it, but I can't wait to do more.
And what's it called?
It's the open sparkle dates.
You're getting
So-
one right now.
Yeah, so basically you're putting your available dates on here. I don't even open up a calendar anymore.
Thank God,
Yeah.
because when you open your calendar,
see it.
they either see oh my gosh, she's so busy, she'll never have time for me. Or they see the vast wasteland.
Yes.
And they're like, well, I don't want to work
For me, they go, what the heck is that?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't want to read it.
And so you're only putting on it the dates you choose to work, the ones you pulled off that September calendar.
Exactly. All right, couple more quick things, and then we'll get back to Lynn. So my why, I recently rewrote my why, revisit it and rewrite it, because I think it's really important. When you look at it again, you think, oh, it's the same, and you go through the worksheet again like you're a new consultant, and you'll surprise yourself. So just go through it again, and you'll be surprised. Make it personal. It's about you, and you can do that once you've been doing this for a little bit. It's a little bit easier because you've seen other people do it, heard other people's whys, and you kind of realize how personal yours can be. And then for the Q&A, now, Kristen, no, I do, I always think of you. I currently do, when I do my Q&A, I have 8 cards, and they're my Vegas cards. They're from Vegas, they're gold $100 bills, which I think are so cool. And I just say I have 8 cards here, so that means 8 questions. And I'm gonna give these away, and at the end I give a prize to whoever's holding the Queen of Hearts, because they are the heart of my business. All the ladies in the room are the heart of my business. So, but I just read it on the leader page. There's a game. Now I haven't tried it yet, but it's a new game. And I'm kind of rewriting it to work for me, and I'm gonna try it, and at next month's meeting I'm gonna present it to you guys. But it's a trivia game for the Q&A where you hand everybody there, which they already have an opportunity flyer, because I keep them in my catalog. So I have them take out the flyer, and we do like a trivia game where they have to find the answer in there. So when they find the answer, they get tickets. And then I'm gonna do a prize, but it's gonna prompt them to look through that flyer.
So here, we'll show them exactly what you need. Okay, so Ursula, you've got that. Everybody's got a sparkle brochure.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
So now you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna have everybody just ask questions and if they're not, I'm sorry, I'm asking the
you're
questions.
asking
See,
the questions.
and I haven't done it yet,
Yeah,
so, but I have a list of questions. So say, I'm gonna ask, how much, do consultants make starting off as a consultant? And people are gonna be flipping through, look at, how much is the starter kit, or the business kit? Yes. But I've already talked about it, so hopefully they remember it.
How much
So then
do
you
you
can answer.
$139.
Very good, so I'm gonna give you a ticket. And then if they come up with a question on their own, they're gonna get more, like extra tickets, 3 tickets instead of 1 ticket, or 2 tickets, or whatever.
You could still use your cards though.
I could still use my cards.
Just bring the
Just-
deck of cards.
Exactly, bring all the cards. That's true, because I love these cards.
Yeah, and they're easy.
I know.
Duplicatable.
So, but you can do whatever you want. But like I said, I'm gonna practice this month, and we're gonna talk about it in October. I have it on my list for
Love it.
October. Okay, so
Awesome.
that's it. Any questions?
And you did say that after so host coaching, I just wanna go over that host coaching piece
Okay.
one more time.
We need to do that,
Okay,
yes.
so just the host coaching piece. When someone books a party, smart, right? They choose the cookie, we give them the sparkle dates, they put their name on them. We wanna make sure that they're making sure that they're inviting guests, and you said, oh, they take the cards and they go around and they get their guest list started. I think that's a brilliant idea. I also think that getting them hooked into what is it that they want from the table, because when they become the hostess, they're crazy, they're being the hostess, they're whining and dining their friends, and they don't have an opportunity to go up to this gorgeous jewelry and be like, oh my gosh, I need every single color of these ice bracelets, and I want this, but I'm not really crazy about that, I like this, I like that. This is their opportunity when they have that downtime, while they're still talking about the catalog with their friends. So don't miss those 3 things. Get the date and the theme if you're doing a theme. That's another way to lock in that date with them.
I always get the theme right then and there.
So the date and the theme, a starter guest list. Starter as in that's not gonna be the only people they invite, right? Because they're gonna talk to them about how do we broaden that a little bit and get from different circles of influence. And then lastly, what products are they really wanting to get at their shows?
Because now you have a way to actually talk to them. Wow, there's a lot of things on your list that you want. Have you ever thought of doing this business?
Because they always fill the back of that little page,
Right?
always.
Please ask your hostesses multiple times when you first before their show is always good. But even at their show, because it could be, I mean, Allie, we talked before her show, and she was like,
I've had a couple.
no way, crazy girl, I'm not doing it. And then she's already got how many bookings on your calendar now? 7 or 8.
Yay!
And she sold 1,400 in her first. Lisa came. She just did her own launch party the other day. It was what, 1,300, and she's got seven bookings on her calendar. So it's really starting the process from the beginning and working forward. And I think Lynn is absolutely right. It's the connection that you have to make with your hostesses in order for them to stay on your calendar.
So, okay, she did great. Give her a round of applause. Okay, there were questions. You were writing down questions because we didn't let it happen.
That's
And
right.
go ahead.
I would like to know, what is the wording that you use for your booking game, for having a party?
For the cookies? Oh, what I say ahead of time? I have everybody take a cookie first of all, because they have to touch it and feel it, and we have the cookies somewhere, right?
What is the wording on the piece of paper that they read?
That they read, I just put a star or a smiley face inside the cookie. I don't even have a paper in there. Is that how you did it?
There are no papers in here.
Did you do smiley face or star?
No, there's nothing in there.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's how you did it or not.
I don't, but that's okay.
Yeah,
It
inside I did it's either a star, which means I'm gonna make you the star of your show, or there's a smiley face, and the smiley face means you get to pick a prize out of my prize bag. But I let them know ahead of time that commitment of holding the cookie. If you wanna hold the cookie, that's great, but if you want, you can give it back. I don't pressure anybody. So I make sure I tell them, if you are not willing to be the star of your own show, I'll take the cookie back, but watch your hostess cry as the 70% goes right out the window.
I do three things in my cookies. I bring 12 cookies to every show. My box of, you have extras. Okay. I'll have you know, my daughter, when she saw these, just for the record, when she saw these, she was like, her eyes lit up.
Yeah.
And she's like, can I have the cookies? No,
Yeah,
they're
when
not.
they realize they're fake, they're like,
Okay.
She's like, no, but I can have a tea party with my dog.
Give her some more cookies.
Those dang American girls. I have 3 things inside everyone takes a cookie. Inside the cookies are thank you gifts from me for playing my game. Some of them say, congratulations, you win a prize. Some of them say, congratulations, you get a discount today. You're gonna get $5 off your order. But the real winners are the ones that say, congratulations, the party continues at your house. Why are they the big winners? Because you're not just gonna get one little clingy thing or $5 off your order. You're going to get a fun time with your girlfriends, over $600 usually in free and discounted jewelry. You're going to give your hostess, and I point to her, your hostess a 70% off item. And gosh, isn't it just great to get together with your girls? So you're gonna wanna play deal or no deal. Deal is you keep the cookie. Keeping in mind, well, not the cookie, but what's inside. Keeping in mind, it might be me and you having a great time. Or no deal, you hand that cookie right back. You are a happy shopper today. No harm, no foul. I will not stalk you much. So if you decide that you would like to play the game, everyone is a winner. But if you decide you don't want to play, it's okay. Just hand that cookie back. We're not going to make fun of you, I promise. Okay? If you never want to see me in your living room, you just hand the cookie back.
And
not see, I just watched your demo show
Yes.
from 2017.
I did too.
It was the
Yeah.
Christmas meeting.
Yeah,
Right,
It's
exactly
the
what I
same,
did.
it's the exact same.
We just changed things,
Yeah,
like
we
I'm
just
doing
changed the
cookies
Listen,
now.
we
Right,
never
exactly.
change our words.
I was like, so if anyone needs to
Once you
know,
got your
it's
words,
on
you
2017.
never
I didn't
change it.
realize
So
I was
what do you
watching
do
it
when
so
everybody's
long
saying
ago.
Yeah, me too.
What's that? What do you?
Yeah.
You go, gosh, I guess it's okay. Maybe I didn't give you enough information to make a different decision right now. And that's okay. Maybe right now isn't your time. But guess what? Just so you know, when y'all come over with your tickets, I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm gonna ask you again, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So any other questions? Go ahead.
On mine, I did envelopes and I made cards, 'cause I did lottery tickets in some that were gem lottery tickets, win up to $1,000 right now. Or me for a night plus $600 in free and discounted jewelry. Like I made sure to put the 600 up to 600 in big letters. Or the lottery ticket up to $1,000 right now. And I did 2 free shippings. And I took the whole shipping. But there was only
And
2
I'm
of those
cheap.
out of 20 people, so I only
I'm
did 2.
cheap, I never offer anything that costs more than $1. And as a for instance,
Well, that's why the lottery ticket is fine, it's a
But
dollar,
they took,
right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
took them.
I'm the
so
same.
go to the stock your dollar store.
Yes.
Like I've got 2 books like this that say strong as a new pretty.
Yes.
The polishing cloth, the little sparkly pens. I mean, you can spend as much as you want for a booking, but seriously, you don't have to spend more than $1.
I agree.
Oh, and I also
That
make
was
sure
my
that I
launch
say,
party.
you're gonna get a $100 item for $19
Right.
when you book your party. So that's the other piece of it, that I make sure that they understand, that you're not just gonna get one piece, you're gonna get a $100 piece
Right.
for
$19. Right, good.
Darlene.
Just a question, you said you use your laptop and put the orders in right there at the party?
Yep.
You don't find that takes up too much time?
It's so fast because I use the customer care cards as they're trickling in. I'll have people fill them out. I put in their information. I sprinkle jewelry on people. I say hello. I sit back down. I'm a pretty fast typer, so I type everybody in quick, and then I'll go, or 2 people, and then I go collect a couple more, type them in, sprinkle jewelry on people, mingle a little bit. I give it like 15, 20 minutes from the start of the party, and then I start.
Okay.
But I'm usually most 90%.
I'm kind of curious, like, because you've given people their name and their information ahead of time, you're almost setting themselves up for, these are my customers tonight, they're going to place an order.
And some people don't, but guess what?
You
They're in
still
my
have their
system.
contact information.
Their email.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I didn't realize that you actually give them those customer care cards at the beginning.
Yes, and I
they
did
fill
leave
it
that out, you're right,
then.
right then. As soon as I have it on their catalog, I always hand them a catalog when I introduce myself, and it's, up with a paper clip right on
And
there.
you just go around, collect them, give them back
I just tell
before
them,
you
just
start your
jot
presentation.
down just your name and address and your email really quick and hand that back to me if you don't mind. And then I give it back to them. And it helps me with remembering their names too, because I'm telling you, my memory's shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids will say.
The other thing that I found recently that was very effective is when you are handing your new hostess her hostess packet, I put a Post-it on, like in a crazy pink, blue, different color, that says spend $100,
Yes.
get an item
Mhm.
get one additional item at 30% off with a smiley face, my name and my phone number. So that way, if anybody has any questions, they'll call. It's on the back of the book, yes, but it's more visible on the front of the book. And I've gotten more outside orders since I started doing that, which I think is so silly. Like, I don't know.
On her hostess packet, you're giving her that?
Right on
Yeah.
the catalog.
On the catalog.
Right on the catalog, yeah.
Because she's gonna take the catalog
Yeah,
to
out
work
and flip
and-
through it and
So
look at.
she's gonna share that discount more readily instead
Yep.
of
Mhm.
them, even though it says it on the order
Where
form
did we
also.
learn that? Because I just
Right.
started doing it too.
Quinzer put it out on
Okay,
something.
That's what it was.
What do you write on the Post-it?
Spend $100, get one additional item at 30% off. My name, a little heart, and my smiley face. If you want to give them my number, that's fine.
Your number would be better.
Yours is better.
And then I will add one other, cause I've always actually entered in my orders at the time of the party. And the reason I did it is I'm not so I have dyslexia, and so I invert numbers often. So when I was trying to
Credit
figure out the
cards.
math, not even a credit card, when I was
Okay.
trying to figure out the math for shipping and tax,
Yeah.
I inverted a lot. And
Gotcha.
so I knew that already about myself, so I automatically took that off the table, so I didn't feel
Perfect.
self-conscious when I was
Perfect.
writing it. And a lot of the times I don't mess up numbers because I know ahead of time and I've been practicing ever since I was a little kid, but it's still like a hot
Right.
button for me, so I just automatically removed it for
I
myself.
hate math, so.
Yeah, and so it's just, and so, and then as a result though, it's nice because it's the same idea, like you enter them in ahead, you can save the information.
Yeah.
So that's what she, didn't say, so you're just entering it in and saving it.
Yeah.
And then this way, when they come up,
You just click their number
pull it
and
up,
boom.
it's right,
Yeah.
it's already saved, you can do a search if you want, if that's faster for you,
Yeah.
or I just do a scroll, I bring my iPad because I can connect to anything a little bit easier than using my laptop.
Yep.
Personally, that's a
Yeah,
personal
some
preference.
people do.
Yep, so that's what I use, and I can just scroll right through really quickly, select it, add their order, and then I'm done, and the math is already done for me. I can tell them exactly what they're doing, and then I do a follow-up to make sure that they got the email. 2 days later, I send a text follow-up, and I let them know that that's what I'm gonna do, that they did get their email with their, paid receipt and all of that.
And
So
now
it
they're
gives you
getting
that.
shipping confirmations, yay!
Yay.
Right.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Kristen,
That's huge.
sorry, I just wanna clarify, when you're giving these out at the beginning of the party
Yes.
with the book?
Yep.
As soon as they get there?
When they, I say hi. I mean, I don't greet them at the door and shove it in their face, but I wait, say hi, and then I just let them know, oh, I'm gonna set this down, get a drink, get some food.
Okay,
But-
I don't hand out catalogs until.
I was just gonna say,
after.
I hold on to them.
Exactly, and I've gone back and forth, Tracy, with that, and you can tell your reasons, and I'll tell my reasons. I mean, because I've gone back and forth. I didn't do it before, because you said you didn't do it that way, so you gotta try out what works for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no, it's
I
what works
find-
for you guys.
I find when I hand out catalogs ahead of time, that they don't listen to me because they're flipping through the
Right.
catalog, and I feel like they're not paying attention to me.
And for
They're-
me, when I first started, it took away a little the nervousness. They had a catalog, so they weren't staring at me.
And they had
Now-
something to write on top of
Yep.
for their customer
But
care.
now I ask them to please close your catalogs, and I'm gonna speak for a few minutes, and then you can get back to shopping, and you can even try on all my jewelry when you're done. So, and they do most, I mean, I don't think anybody's ever not, because I ask them to, that's the teacher in me, please close your
Please
books.
close your catalogs, or I'm going to make you all sit.
There's not a right or wrong in there.
Right, there's
Actually,
not a right or wrong, exactly.
I was gonna say the benefit of putting in, the orders there is kind of like car shopping, you don't want the salesperson next to you. So I know we've been at parties and we're like, even me as the host was chatting with my friends and they're like, actually, you know what, I'm gonna buy that. Cause then it wasn't like feeling the pressure, even if you're not putting it on, kind of made them buy more. Because you're like, that is really pretty on you, and you're like, are you sure? And you're like, yeah, it is, and now I feel like it's a friend advice, not a
Yeah. Yeah.
consultant advice.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. I need to, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Jay. Okay, so can you share about your Sparkle Day sheet? Okay, first of all, okay, so you see the one that, I don't know, yours is not very pretty, so sparkle it up a little bit. But when you're doing it, put it on a clipboard with a pencil.
Sparkle the
Clip-
clipboard.
Clip it up with a pencil, because for some reason, people are afraid to put out a date in pen. So you hand this to somebody, you do not fill every one of these dates. Put down the next 3, 4, 5 that you're available, that's it. And put down your close dates, if it's something really close. So today's the 9th. If you're putting Friday on this, I would put a star next to it. And they'll say, star date, what's that? Oh, I'm extra generous with my hosts that book on a star date. So I'll make it worth your while to book in close. I had a rearrangement in my schedule. I'd really like to work Friday night. Then you hand them the pencil. 1 of 3 things are gonna happen. They're gonna pick a date. They're gonna write their name, phone, email right next to it. They're gonna say, are these the only dates that you have? That is code for, I want to book, but these dates don't work for me. You say, what are you looking for that you don't see? And they tell you. I'd really like, in my case, if they said I want a Friday night, I go, Oh, sweetie, I can't help you. I don't work on Friday night. My husband and I agreed, that's our date night. I can either find you a consultant who does work on Friday nights, or you could consider that Thursday is the new Friday. And they kind of, yeah, they do that. They chuckle a little bit. And then you go, like, it's true. You know, all the girls want to get out and they want to party on Friday night. They want to play with their girlfriends on Thursday night. So Thursday's a really good night. So that's if they say, I was looking for a date you don't have. Then they might say, I want to check with my friends. Okay, you've heard of that. That's where you say, you know, it doesn't make any difference what date you choose. Not everybody that you invite is going to be able to come. Just how it is. Is there a person or a couple of people you'd be really devastated if they couldn't make your party? Well, yeah, my sister and my best friend. Great, text them now. Tell them the date you're thinking about, if they're not already in the room. And say, hey, I'm thinking of this date, can you come? And then if they can't, you tell me, we'll rearrange. And if somebody says, I don't have my calendar with me, which, by the way, everybody's got their calendar on their phone now, you know, but they might not have the sports calendar or something like that with them. And you go, that's all right. Pencil in something that works for you. And then when you get home, you can check. If it doesn't work, this is a pencil. The other end is an eraser. We will just erase it here and write in the new date. But this way you've reserved a slot on my calendar. It makes reserving a slot on my calendar sound really important. And it is. I work 3 times a week, but that's only 12 times a month. Some of you work twice a week, that's only 8 times a month. Some of you work once a week, that's only 4 times a month. Slot on your calendar is valuable. And I'm going to suggest to you, because it is the 9th of September already, you have 21 days left. I want you to be able to book in close. So when you look at your calendar for this week, when do you have work time? I'm talking derriere, in the chair, reach out to people, book party time. When have you scheduled yourself to work? Because you're going to have your open date sheet in front of you when you're scheduling yourself to work, even if you're not at a party. You've got it right there in front of you. You start making phone calls. And when you reach somebody, your words, if you want to book really, really close, are, you know, I've had a couple of rearrangements in my calendar. I would really love to work Thursday or Friday night. Are you a flexible kind of a person, or are you a spontaneous? I use the word spontaneous. Are you a spontaneous kind of a person? And if the person says, yeah, I think I'm kind of spontaneous, go, great. Have you got either Friday night or Thursday night available? And if they, yes, go ahead.
So what do you say if they say, oh, I can't get my friends together that quickly,
Okay.
I know I won't get a good turnout.
Okay, and that's what I would say. I know that's what you would think. That is kind of the logical thing to think. Actually, the exact opposite is true. Because out of all the people you invite, about a quarter of them are going to be able to come, whether you invite them for Thursday night or 2 months from Thursday night. And it's so much easier for you because you're going to call once, say, hey, I'm getting some of my girlfriends together for a sip and sparkle on Thursday night, can you come? If they say no, you can go, well, that's all right, I'll share the link with you if you'd like something. You can order. And the ones who say yes, you're going to say, bring a friend along with you. I'd love to, make the party just really hopping. So people are going to say that's too soon. And you're going to say, I know why you think that. Actually, the exact opposite is true. It's easier for you. You invite once. You say, can you come?
Yeah, are you available Friday night? Oh, good. I'm having a sip and sparkle. I'd love for you to come.
So
Here's the difference, right? Are you available Friday? And then tell them why.
So it's so much easier to book in close. And if your September doesn't look the way you want it to look, it is absolutely tons of time for you to do that, because the parties that are booked in close, and I'm gonna ask for testimonials for many of you who have done this, are typically bigger, better attended, and more fun for everybody because they didn't have anything to do on Friday night. And now they're having fun. Have any of you booked in close and you can do I mean, I didn't believe it at first. And then I only got to that point because if I'd have a rearrangement, if somebody would postpone, I had a date to fill. And that's where I learned, are you a spontaneous kind of person? I've had a rearrangement, I'd love to fill Friday night. Anybody done it?
Well, I just did a launch party.
Yes,
that
you
I
did.
booked.
Yes, you did, yeah.
I just booked a launch party today for a girl who I met yesterday. And my schedule is very busy for September, but I wanted to get her in, and I said, you've got 2 dates that I can do. I can do the 22nd or the 23rd or something like that, one way, and it was like, it's 10 days from now, so.
See, I don't even consider that close. I mean,
Well,
call me,
whatever it was like 9 days,
call
whatever
me
it is, but
crazy.
still, 9 days is, to me, that's close.
because
I'm
you're
already
so booked
Yeah.
up. But for people who are in the room who aren't super booked up, close is this weekend.
Right, but she was saying a weekend, and I was like, I can't
Can't-
make
can't
weekends
do it.
happen.
You can't make it happen.
I've
yeah.
got tournaments on the weekends with my
Yeah.
son, I just can't make these weekends
Not
happen.
gonna do it.
Can we make Friday night work, or can we make, Tuesday night work? And she's like, you know what, I think I like that idea.
Okay.
But it was the confidence in saying, this is what will work for you if you work together. A happy
Right.
hour will work if we work together.
Right, right. And then you start host coaching right away. Don't let them out of the room if you're booking a party at a party. Don't let them out of the room until you start host coaching. No, it's not a full-blown big deal, but a little bit of information, then take your phone and schedule an appointment for when you're gonna talk next. And say, okay, I'm gonna need 10 minutes on the phone with you. And if you've already decided I do my host coaching on Tuesday, you're saying on Tuesday. And you're putting the appointment in, and then you're texting her and saying, looking forward to your party. I can't wait to talk to you on Tuesday, the 10th at noon. Click yes, or type yes to confirm, just like your hairdresser does, just like your dentist does. I mean, you're getting that from everybody now. Do it just the same way, because it puts you in the same category of a business. Yeah? Okay, and now I've gone long. I'm sorry, guys. Is there anybody burning to ask something? Because I want you to go out of here so empowered that if your September is not already chock-a-block, if you're not already, you've got so much you don't know what to, you couldn't put another party in. I want you to take some derriere in the chair time and get yourself booked for September. It's not too late.
I have a
Yes.
quick question, because
Whitney.
it will sound wonderful coming from you.
Uh-huh.
For overcoming fear, so say, Erin. Just say,
the words wrong. You're not. Just saying a name.
wants to add a booking to this weekend, close in.
Uh-huh.
How can we, what's the best phrase to empower her to overcome fear and go for it?
Okay. You're not gonna like me for this. Just do it. You know, for gosh sakes, what have you got to lose?
What are you doing
If you
with
try.
all the people and you've sent 25 messages and no.
Okay, you said 20.
Wait a minute, what did you learn today?
Oh.
What did you learn?
I know, but
But what?
What did you learn?
well, but because I have a very different schedule than most people who live normal lives, because I work most evenings, so I'm not available in the evenings to do that. Do you have 10 minutes? And
Do you
normal
have 5
people
minutes at lunchtime?
Yes, but today?
Which one do you
That's what you would ask.
Ashley is going to share her thought on this. Go for it.
Give me a minute.
Personal banker, everyone works during the day, so I do utilize my emails and my text messages, and my boss told me it's your word. Ashley from KeyBank, say my number, and then let them know I will talk to you soon. do it at least once or twice, and I make about 20 phone calls and make 2 appointments. So it's gonna be tough, but I have the opposite. I work during the day whenever.
No, you didn't make
during the
25 phone
day.
calls. You did
Yeah.
25 texts. That is not
Make the
the
phone
same
call.
thing at all. Sorry for being hard on you, but I'm gonna keep being hard on you until you understand the difference between text somebody, easy to ignore, say to somebody, can I have 5 minutes on the phone with you? I need 5 minutes to talk.
So 5 minutes to say, will you host a party?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I start a little
It really
personal.
is so much easier, I
How's your
mean,
day? How are
I-
you doing?
Erin, we can do this. I gotta do it too.
it's
Seriously.
dreadful, it's dreadful thinking having to pick up the phone.
It is
It really is.
And honestly, that's why I learned to book parties at parties, because it was so painful getting those initial bookings with my derriere in the chair. And after I got them, I said, I'm never doing this again. So I learned to get bookings at bookings. Yeah?
One last thing with that Sparkle Day card, Amy Schindler's super booked in. She, since forever, has taken the first date and filled it with usually her mother's name, and then the last date with another plant of some kind. So they know, oh, someone's booked before and someone's booked after, so I should book in between. And so it sets the parameter that, oh, she is booking that close in, and oh, this is as far out as she is booking.
Yeah.
So think about that when you're doing your Sparkle dates, that if you don't have 8 dates that you wanna put out there, cause you wanna keep them all in a certain time frame, then fill some of them up.
My mother's name was on every open day sheet I ever saw.
remember her name. I was gonna put it on.
Yolanda
Yolanda.
Stevens. With a V. Yolanda Stevens. Feel free.
So, so we give, Lynn, these are